Ah, that's hot. That's hot. Uncle Phil, come try this.
Alright, I think that's enough of that. Listen guys, if you don't know what that is, it says in the title right there. This was Will Smith, obviously an AI generated version of Will Smith, just 2 years ago. So it came out April 1st, 2023. It's currently the 23rd of May, 2025. So literally about 2 years, 1 month ago, right? And now I'm going to show you what AI looks like. Okay, so just remember this image in your head of Will Smith right there, the spaghetti and everything like that. Now let me show you what AI looks like as of right now, okay?
It's a force, a wild, untamed might, and she commands your awe with every breaking light.
Yeah. So as you can see in the bottom middle here, it says generated with Veo 3, and if you didn't know, Veo 3 is going to be the topic of this video. Why? Because it is the best AI video generator that there is on the market right now. Throughout this video, I'm going to explain why. I'm going to show you a bunch of different examples, and I'm going to demonstrate just how insane this technology has actually become. You can see right here, this is the official Google tweet. It's them demonstrating, and let me see how long ago this actually came out. 423. Okay, so it literally came out 2 days ago, guys. They said this is literally the newest technology that there is available on the market. I'm sure there's going to be new versions that come out and stuff like that, but the reason why this one is groundbreaking, one of the main reasons, I'll get into it later on in the video, is because
a force, a wild, untamed.
All of the audio that you're hearing in this clip and all the audio that you'll be hearing throughout all of the videos and stuff that you see created with Veo 3, it's all native audio. And what that means is that the AI is generating the audio to accompany the video, which has never been done before on any AI video generation model. My Opera is glitching out right here. So anyway, let me get into a little bit of the background stuff before I get into some examples and stuff like that. So the first thing that I want to mention is that this is not cheap, okay? Now, there's a lot of people who are going to be limited here because it kind of prices a lot of people out, but let me kind of go into depth with this. So Google AI Ultra is going to be what you need in order to be able to use Veo 3, as you can see right here. Now here's the thing, you can get it for $125, and that's 125 United States dollars per month for 3 months. Thereafter it becomes $250, which becomes quite a steep price, right? Like $125 per month isn't too bad when you consider the quality and just how good this is compared to every other AI model. 250 is where it becomes a little bit steep. So if you guys want to use it, I'll leave a link in the description. You can get the offer right here. Cool. But now let me get onto some examples, because that's probably what you guys are here for. This is going to actually blow your mind, and everything that I show you guys, I want you to understand this is all going to be AI generated. So this is like there's no editing after this. They didn't put audio after the fact if it was generated. They didn't, you know, make things look smoother than it actually is. This is all native AI generation. Okay, so let's get into it. The first one, and I wanted to show you guys this because I thought it was pretty sick, the fact that the whole concept of the video is kind of the AI generated characters kind of rebelling against the fact that they are AI generated. So watch this. I'll leave all the links in the description, by the way, and I'll try to credit everybody so you guys know.
We're made of prompts. Like, seriously, dude, you're saying the only thing standing between me and $1 billion is some random...
Now obviously the subtitles are a little bit skewed.
I guess when the guy believes in the prompt theory.
Or scuffed.
Really? We came from prompts? Wake up, man.
You want to convince me that this perfect creation behind me is the result of ones and zeros? A binary code and nothing more? It makes no sense.
Imagine you're in the middle of a nice date with a handsome man and then he brings up the prompt theory. Yuck. We just can't have...
Like even that audience laughing sound is AI generated, okay? I think there was one more that I wanted to show here. I think it was this one.
Where is the prompt writer to save you from me? Where is he?
Breaking the fourth wall.
You still believe we're made of prompts?
Even the music, you hear the sad music coming in. Okay, so that was the first example. Well, Elon literally responded to this as well. I just seeing that right now. So Elon's expressing his, you know, his shock and his surprise. Let's move on to the next one, which is going to be, again, you guys you've already seen this one. I showed it at the start, so let's move on to the second one. And again, this is Google officially tweeting this, I believe. So let me show this.
Film is in your ticket.
They're watching the north exit. Use the service tunnel.
The microfilm is...
Next one. Wow, that sounds so perfect to what it would actually sound like if it was literally happening. Dude. You can't tell me that's not insane, okay? So those are the Google generated ones. Let me move on to the last one that I have right here. And this is actually a thread of a couple of different videos here. Let me turn up the quality here.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
How much wood would a woodchuck
All the lip syncing is so like perfect.
could chuck wood?
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Would a woodchuck chuck?
Okay, and then I think there's another one down here. No, I don't want to scroll too much because there's some crazy stuff on Twitter. So let's actually just move on to the next part of the video, which is going to be me kind of explaining what the main difference is between this model and why it's actually it's basically, most of the time there's been a big contention, a big competition between, you know, is it Kling, is it Runway, is it Sora? And don't get me wrong, Sora is actually really good when it comes to realism and cinematography and stuff like that, but it's not even close anymore, guys. And I want you to understand this, and here's how I'm going to make you understand it, okay? So let me go on over to Google's very own Gemini, and what better way to ask, you know, the differences between this model versus other models than to literally ask Google's own software, which is Gemini. So I went to Gemini and I asked, what makes Veo 3 stand out from every other AI video generator? Be concise. And here's some very good dot points that it came up with, okay? So the first one is that it has native synchronized audio generation. I've already mentioned this to you guys on a few different occasions, but all of the sound effects, all the ambient noise, all of the dialogue was all generated within the same generation. So if you say a guy running through a brick wall, right? Not only is it going to generate the visuals anymore, but it's also going to generate the sound of the brick wall falling, the footsteps of the guy running, maybe it's going to generate him like breathing heavily as he runs. All of that is going to be natively generated within the prompt that you put for the video, right? The next thing is, it says that it's eliminating the need for separate, also boasts enhanced realism, so 4K output. I believe that's the first one. Sora might be able to, so don't quote me on that. Then it's got real world physics, lip syncing, best lip syncing of any other model by far. Because if you guys don't know, up until now, if you wanted to get a proper like realistic lip sync, you'd have to use external tools such as live portrait and stuff like that to apply after the fact, after you've already generated the video. So you'd have to essentially generate the video with Kling or with Runway or something like that. Then you'd have to go through and apply whatever sound effects and audio on top of the video, and then you'd have to go through and apply any lip syncing mouth effects that you wanted to with tools like live portrait. Then it's got improved prompt adherence. That basically, people say that about every single model that comes out. And then the next thing is it incorporates synth ID watermarking. I guess that's to, I mean, it says it is to ensure authenticity. So those are the main things that's going to be separating Veo 3 from all the different AI video tools. The last thing that I want to show you guys is that a lot of these examples that I showed you, especially obviously Google's ones, all these ones right here, these are kind of the cream of the crop that people generated using this model. I do want you guys to understand that it's always going to be AI at the end of the day, at least for now. There's going to be tons of garbage generations that have to go through the bin in order for you to actually come up with the one that you deem to be, you know, the one, okay? And kind of to put that into perspective, I do got a video right here which I actually watched a little bit of myself. If you guys want to watch the video yourself, this guy live streamed it. His name is Dan Dingle. I'll put the link in the description. And if you want to actually kind of see the whole process start to finish of someone actually using it live, then you can come to this video, and he literally, I mean, I'm not going to play too much of it, but he literally just puts in a prompt and he shows you live what it actually comes up with, so you can get the real actual experience without having to, you know, think that every single generation is 100% perfect. Although this Veo 3 model is the closest thing that we've gotten to it so far. The last thing that I want to mention is that if you do plan on using Veo 3, then it's, as of right now, it's only available to people in the United States, but you could use a VPN. I'm not saying that I encourage you to, but you could do that. Anyway guys, that's pretty much it for the video. Join the free community. You'll get a bunch of resources if you come to the learn section right here. If you do want to learn, you know, what prompts generate the best videos and stuff like that, we've got a bunch of different resources right here. You can see AI prompts cheat sheet. I believe that's where the video ones are. Top AI software, stuff like that. That's pretty much the end of the video, guys. AI is getting absolutely insane. Thanks for watching. I'm out. Bye.